It's Devin here again. Today I'm bringing you, and then before you say it, realize it isn't Thursday right now. It's Saturday, it's the weekend. But just wanted to establish that there will be a Thursday series going on that is going to be called Tips Thursday, where I give um, pointers as to how to do things in War Thunder. Just miscellaneous sort of knowledge. It's nice to know. So today what I'm going to be talking about is how to use bigger or large caliber cannons on planes. So today you'll be seeing some gameplay with the Yak-9K and T. If you didn't know, the Yak-9T has a 37mm cannon and the K has a 45mm cannon. I have more clips, I would say, with the Yak-9T as it is more upgraded than the K that I have. But so there's a few things you want to look out for when you're trying to use these planes. And one thing you can't do with these big guns is spam them. Although the fire rate permits it, the overall accuracy of your cannon drops so dramatically that it just becomes nearly unusable. So first tip when you're using these things is use controlled bursts. So like, use a couple at a time. Use it sparingly. Don't just spam it, and because what you'll notice is that your bullets will just start flying all over the place and you're not going to be accurate. And when you are accurate, this thing, it's very deadly. But if you just spam it, you lose that accuracy and you're just not going to be as effective as a player, and you're going to become a bigger target because when you spam all your ammo, you have a limited amount of ammunition with this thing. So if you spam it all, you're not going to be as useful as you would be as if you were conserving your ammo and taking your shots more wisely. That's one thing to look out for as well, because the reload time is the longest in the game. As far as arcade battles are concerned, anything above 37mm and above has the same reload time, and at default it's 60 seconds. With an upgrade, it can be cut down quite a bit, I think, but for non-premium players, usually it's about 45 seconds you can get up to if your crew's upgraded to a certain point. As you can see here, another thing I'm trying to do is get close to the enemy as possible. No matter what type of target it is, heavy fighter, bomber, you want to be close because it gives you the less chance for it to waver off course and not give you the most accurate shot possible. What can be frustrating sometimes is that these shells will, once they hit the target, will flash, which is what you could call sparking as well. So when this happens, you just gonna have to shrug it off and take another shot, because when it sparks, it doesn't penetrate the damage. It essentially explodes on impact, and it may light a fire on the plane, but more often than not, you'll just see a big poof of like little fire on the plane. You can tell that you hit it, but it didn't actually do anything. So it's one thing you got to be sort of patient with. But if you're accurate and there's a little bit of luck involved, you can get easily multiple kills in a single life with these planes. So that's the second tip. Get in behind close, because the closer you are, the less chance it has to be inaccurate for you. Third tip I can give you when using bigger caliber guns such as 37mm, 45mm, is to really essentially pick the largest surface area that you can shoot at and shoot at it. What I mean by that is that if you're diving on a plane from above, that is one of the most ideal conditions, because the plane is exposing its entire top half, which is essentially its biggest surface area when you're coming at it from above, right? Because it has the wings, the fuselage, the propeller, and everything else. So that's ideal. When you're behind it, it's nice to have a little bit of an angle like I just did there, to so that you have the greatest chance of hitting your target, or right here like I do here. I hit him right in the center because he's a little bit of angle and I have the inside advantage. I can hit him right in the center. So try and pick the biggest surface area to hit as possible, and it's essentially what you try and do, because as you can see here, he's going broadside to me. I hit him right in the center, his wings come off, that's a kill for me. So Those are like three almost advantages. Like an advantage is, of course, the damage that it does when it does connect is it's almost always a critical, if not a complete destruction on impact. So that's one thing that is really good about these. Disadvantage of using these bigger caliber guns, of course, is always the reload speed. Of course, if you're in realistic battles, it's not really a thing, but reload speed in arcade is not as good as 20 mils or 50 cals or 7.7s or anything like that. So always have to be aware and conserve your ammo. I mean, the ticker will go down. It'll tell you, but at the same time, you should try and reload when you're not doing something. So if you're, you kill a few enemies or whatever, you're by a bunch of teammates and the enemies are just spawning back in, then you might want to take that chance to reload. So you got to be wise about when you do that. So you always got to be conscientious of your surroundings when you're using this, because someone could swoop in on you when you're not looking, dive in on you when you're trying to reload, and you're screwed because you can't fight back. Even if you can outmaneuver them, you could still be screwed. So you always have to be conscientious of that. So that's like one of the disadvantages, that its low reload speed can be kind of a killer sometimes, because if you're not in a position to shoot, you can't do much at all. So that's one thing you have to be aware of. Yeah, that's what I can tell you guys for today, and just good luck using those big cannons out there, guys. And this is Devin, and I am signing off for today. Have a good weekend, guys.